Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Y'all, I don't even know where to begin with this tea. It's wild. Diddy is caught up in more mess than we could have imagined. And guess what? Katt Williams might just have had the receipts this whole time. From shady industry parties to upcoming RICO charges, things are spiraling out of control, and you won't believe who's getting dragged into it next. Grab your popcorn, because the drama's only getting started. So, we've all heard the rumors about Diddy, right? But now, they're not just rumors anymore. We're talking about federal investigations, massive raids, and some of the biggest names in Hollywood potentially going down with him. And the person who's been dropping the receipts on all of this? None other than Katt Williams. Yeah, the comedian might just have been right all along, and the internet is blowing up about it. Let's break it all down. Okay, so first things first. If you've been keeping up, you already know about Katt's bold claims about Diddy from years ago. In his interviews, Katt's been saying that everything done in the dark would come to light. And baby, that light is blinding right now. Back in the day, people thought Katt was just being dramatic when he said Diddy was involved in some seriously shady stuff. But fast forward to 2024, and suddenly Katt's looking like a gentleman. Here's where it gets really wild. Diddy's homes, yes, plural, were raided earlier this year by Homeland Security. We're talking big-time drama. 3 of his mansions were searched, 2 in Miami and 1 in LA. And according to sources, it's all tied to an ongoing investigation into some super serious allegations. Now, this isn't just about money or power. It's way darker than that. We're talking trafficking and other really disturbing claims. And guess what? The feds are slow-walking the stuff they found, but word on the street is that there's some very incriminating evidence. But wait, let me take you back to the beginning of this whole mess. In late 2023, Diddy settled a lawsuit with his former girlfriend Cassie, who dropped some major allegations about his behavior during their relationship. She claimed he manipulated her for years, even forcing her into situations she didn't want to be in and controlling her life completely. He even made her carry his gun and pick up prescriptions for him. And y'all, this wasn't just a one-time thing. This lawsuit revealed a decade's worth of twisted behavior. And how fast did Diddy settle that lawsuit? Like, overnight. The internet went crazy, saying that if Diddy was settling so quickly, maybe it's because the truth was too messy to come out in court. And honestly, that's exactly what happened, because right after that, it was like the floodgates opened. More people started coming forward with their own stories, and Diddy suddenly had a whole line of lawsuits piling up against him. Now, here's where it gets even messier. Katt Williams, who has been calling out shady industry figures for years, has some tea that might just tie all of this together. In a recent interview, Katt didn't hold back. He said, and I quote,
"Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all."
All the big deviants are going down in 2024. He straight up predicted that this would be the year Diddy's secrets would come out. And boy, was he right. He even hinted that Diddy wasn't alone in his misdeeds, that there were other powerful people in Hollywood backing him up, and that they all had dirt on each other. And you want to hear something crazy? Katt said he's had to walk away from millions of dollars because he didn't want to get involved in the same kind of shady parties that Diddy was throwing.
Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times.
That's right. He turned down $50 million 4 times just to keep his integrity intact. According to Katt, Diddy would invite people to these wild parties, and let's just say things got way out of hand. And if you didn't want to play along, you had to say no, firmly. Now, let's talk about that raid in March, because that's when things really started getting messy. Homeland Security rolled up on Diddy's houses like something out of a movie, and they didn't come to play. His sons, Justin and Christian, were even cuffed during the raid, which caused a massive media frenzy. And this wasn't just a one-off raid either. It's part of a much bigger investigation. There's also speculation that Diddy's freak-off parties were recorded, and not just for fun. Allegedly, there are tapes of all sorts of powerful people doing things they wouldn't want the world to know about. If that's true, it's no wonder Diddy's trying to keep this stuff buried. Word is that these tapes have names like Stevie J, Cuba Gooding Jr., and even other big-time celebs caught on camera. And speaking of other celebs, let's talk about Jay-Z. Yep, you heard me right. 50 Cent has been stirring the pot, saying Jay might be involved in all this drama too. 50 posted several times, hinting that Diddy and Jay-Z are closer than people think, and not in a good way. There are rumors that Jay has been part of the same shady business as Diddy for years. And y'all, if Jay's involved, this drama is about to go from bad to worse. But hold up, it gets worse. We've all heard the whispers about Jermaine Dupri, right? Well, according to Katt, he's another one of Diddy's friends who might have some skeletons in his closet. Katt has accused him of some pretty disturbing stuff, and while Jermaine denies it all, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And honestly, this whole situation just keeps getting more and more suspicious. Oh, and remember when Cassie's lawsuit hit? It wasn't just about her. There were other victims who came forward claiming similar things, and guess who's named in the lawsuits? Diddy's former producer, Lil Rod, who says he saw some messed up things during the making of Diddy's Love album. According to Lil Rod, Diddy didn't just act alone. He had help from high-profile people in the industry, and now they're all trying to distance themselves. And you know what? If Katt is right, this is only the beginning. He's hinted that Diddy's not going down alone. He might be ready to snitch on all his so-called friends to save himself. And let me tell you, the feds are probably very interested in what he has to say. The real question is, how deep does this go? Diddy's trial is set for May 2025, and it looks like the feds are preparing to drop some major bombshells before then. If those blackmail tapes exist, and if Diddy starts naming names, we could be looking at one of the biggest takedowns in Hollywood history. So, y'all, what do you think? Is Diddy going to flip on his friends, or will they turn on him first? And how many more secrets are about to come out? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this is one drama that's far from over. And you know I'll be back with all the updates.